Check to the watch for the referee. And with one swing of Rory Deacon's boot, the new campaign is underway. Lifted forward by Havant Waterlooville. McNerney sweeps it into the path of Mo Fowl. Backing in against Avery. Drops for James Roberts, who has the season's first shot. Long searching ball off the boot of Harry Lee. The goalkeeper bounces right through to Rex Mannings. One-on-one now with Kai Innocent. Lovely touch around Innocent initially. Squared along the face of goal, where it's tapped home by Marlon Jackson. Back in the division and back with a bang. Weston-super-Mare take the lead inside just 1 minute. Marlon Jackson tucking home Rex Manning's cross. Loose in midfield, no one really getting a hold of it. Eventually the Hawks settle it and look for the path of Blair out on the right wing. Foul and Roberts' way all the way to the back post. Roberts across goal and deflected behind for a Havant and Waterlooville corner kick. First chance they've created all afternoon. Humphreys lines one up and just drifts wide of the upright in the end. Not a million miles away from Humphreys. McNerney. Just sideways to Joe Ostler. Rather blind pass into the channel, and that will allow Weston-super-Mare to get right back on it. Threaded through to Ruben Reid. Lets it run to Jackson. Cleverly done that from Reid. Jackson looking for a half yard. Berry saves but spills to the right side of the penalty area. Still alive for Weston-super-Mare with Kane, who puts it into the side netting. Innocent drifting in field. McCarthy sweeps goalward, but sweeps well wide of the mark in the end. Another chance perhaps here for Bastin. Flag staying down against Jordan Bastin. Good save, Dylan Berry initially. Prodded back toward him by Ruben Reid. Alive in the 6-yard box. And eventually blocked behind for Havant and Waterlooville. They wanted the offside flag. It never came. Bastin left wing. Numbers waiting in the middle to try and receive a cross. Cut back towards the edge of the 18-yard box. Again, Dylan Berry has to spread himself at the near post. And without him, it could have been 4 or 5 already in this one.
Deacon set the ball down and is waiting to strike towards goal or lift this one onto the head of a teammate. Curled by Deacon, right-footed. It is a shot. It's come off the top of the crossbar. Lee had no idea where that was going. Drifted right over the goalkeeper's head. Clanged the crossbar on its way through. Still alive for the Hawks with Wilson. His deflected effort skips over the top and out behind for a Hawks corner kick. Can't find a pass forward. The Hawks have won it high with Rory Deacon. Midway inside Seagulls territory. Out to the right flank. Blair's cross. James Roberts' header fizzed into the advertising hoardings. Best chance of the game by some way for Havant and Waterlooville. Bastin curls one left-footed over the top towards Marlon Jackson. Nodded down into the penalty area. Scrambled clear by Deacon. Bastin will line one up from range and gets it all wrong. Skews off the outside of his boot over the top corner and behind. It strikes the surface. But it's done its job. It is a wonderful surface, it must be said. Credit to the Western ground staff, as Marlon Jackson has his back to goal and does well to lay it off into the path of Reid. Dodge skips beyond his man, is fouled from behind, and the referee says penalty for Ruben Reid to take against Hawks goalkeeper Dylan Berry. Can Dylan Berry make himself a hero on his debut and keep the Hawks in this one? Reid steps up right-footed, slammed off the bar, bounces right back to Reid. Second attempt saved again by Dylan Berry. Fantastic instincts from the goalkeeper. First effort came off the bar. Second effort, Dylan Berry flicked out a leg and prevented it crossing the line, and the Hawks are still in this one. And ultimately, Weston-super-Mare got it clear eventually. Avery trying to thread one through midfield. McNerney falls to the turf. Janner jumps into a challenge. Scrappy from the Hawks, and Rex Mannings will try and take advantage. Early cross. Bastin waits. Good first touch, and he's put the second one wide. He did so well initially, Jordan Bastin. The ball was whipped into him, bounced once off the surface. He killed it dead with the first touch. All he needed to do was put the second one past Dylan Berry, but with the angle narrowing, he pings it wide of the mark, and Havant and Waterlooville remain just about clinging on into this game by their fingernails. Into the penalty area. That's where it goes, towards McNerney. Doesn't beat the first man. Janner controls 35 yards from goal and plays it out to the left wing for Mo Fowl. The stand-up foul, cuts in field, right-footed, strikes towards the near post, skims the side netting on its way behind, but it is behind, and it is a Weston-super-Mare goal kick. Well, there goes the full-time whistle, confirming the victory for the home side, newly promoted Weston-super-Mare. A stellar performance for the hosts, a performance for the Hawks that leaves something to be desired. Havant and Waterlooville walk over to applaud the travelling fans, and not the start to life life Jamie Kellens wanted in his first full season in charge of Havant and Waterlooville. He screams at his players to go and clap the travelling fans, who, it's fair to say, look fairly nonplussed